Well, so I'd like to summarize one more time, just for my own clarity. The view you've had is my mother was ripped away from me by God, by the hospital, by the circumstances of my life, and I really missed out on something that was important to me. And the view that you're considering taking on, you're just savoring, and if you like it, you might take it on. If you don't, you won't. Is that you created your mom to help you to learn these lessons, and sometimes there are lessons on, you know, working on my emotional well-being and maybe a lack in childhood, and that now this is an opportunity for you to look at that, and that no one was bad, and your mom made her own choices and what time to opt out and what time not to, because she's got her own relationship with the divine. So it's up to you if you want to learn the lessons that were offered by your mom and by the powers that are greater than us, or if you want to rage against those and blame instead of looking for the
absolutely.
lesson hidden in the.
I have a choice whether or not I just accept it, or I can choose to resent it and stay in anger and fear, or I can accept it and move on and take those lessons and learn from what she taught me and move into faith, into the future, and grow.
And that meaning that you're creating the lessons. So if you go somewhere and there's someone yelling at you, you think, why did I come here? So that this person could yell at me. Maybe it's so that I can be calm and not react back. You know, I'm here creating a situation for some reason.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm working towards. Yeah, to be in every situation that in my life and that I chose to put myself in. If I don't want to be in that situation, I can choose to get out of it. You know?
Nice.
It's a lot
what
about
it comes
choice.
down to.
Yeah.
And then whether or not, whatever caused that situation, by taking responsibility for it, then you realize that you can just leave if you need to, or you can respond in a kinder way.
Yeah, I can choose how to feel, what I want to feel, and it's about choice.
Well, I'd love to end with a 5-chapter story from Dan Millman, if anyone didn't mind that.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is how we learn, right? The first chapter, you're walking down a street. There's a big hole in the middle of the street. You fall in the hole. You're in the hole for a long time. It seems like you're never going to get out. Eventually, you crawl out of the hole, you go home. Chapter 2, you're walking down the street. You see the hole in the street. You fall in the hole again. You're in there for a while. Eventually, you crawl out. You go home. Chapter 3, you're walking down the street. You see the hole. You fall in the hole. But you remember being in the hole, and before too long, you get out and you go home. Chapter number 4, you're walking down the street. You see the hole. You step around the hole, and then you go home. And chapter number 5 in the learning process is you go down a different street. So if we validate this learning experience, you realize that there's situations that are going to be more empowering for you and not. And we choose the streets that we walk down.